hope you're having a beautiful day, and I wanted to share with you today about something I've been thinking about lately and recently had an aha moment and this is about rushing. I think that we would all find that we rush. We rush in our daily life, rush to get out the door, rush to get places, go from experience to experience, place to place. There's a lot of rushing happening in our daily life. The other day, I was not finished working. I didn't have my son with me, and I was about to go get a massage. And I didn't even need to be at the massage at a certain place, a certain time, because they were open all afternoon. And yet, I was rushing around the house, rushing around the house to get out the door to go get my massage, which I didn't even have to be there at a certain time, and had no other responsibilities at that moment. And then that's when I realized this actually is just a habitual pattern. We habitually pattern ourselves to feel the need to always rush. And that rush brings about an anxiousness, an anxiety. There's a little bit of fear around there, and it creates a little bit of chaos for us. But I realized that it's actually something that, even when we don't have to rush, we're doing it because it's something that we've patterned ourselves to do, and we just do. So even when we don't have a time commitment or a place that we need to be in a certain time, we still find ourselves rushing because this is what we're used to. And so this is what got me thinking that we actually, if we just took a moment, we slowed down, we realized that we didn't need to rush, or if we need to get somewhere in a specific time, we can take it in a different way. We can come from a more centered space, a calmer space, where we didn't bring that little bit of anxiety behind it, that little bit of rushing feeling that we get when we're in a rush. And so it's really about changing perspective. And I think in order for us to change that perspective, first of all, we need to start to realize when we are rushing, what circumstances, what happens when we're doing it in our day. And then maybe just changing the perspective. Maybe take a moment, take a few breaths, being like, okay, I got this. Let's take this from a moment. What's the next step I need to do to get out of the door in a timely manner without bringing that anxiety behind it, that feeling of have to get this out, quick. Instead of like, okay, you know what? I need to pick up my son's shoes. I need to put them in the bag. I need to grab his pack, and I need to grab my bag, and I need to do this. And I'm like, okay, got it, and then out the door. So I think there's a different way to approach the rush than doing it from that more anxiety space. And then also just realizing that sometimes, that it is just a pattern that we can change. And I think in order for this to happen, we do need to take time to slow down. We do need to take time for our practices, our, maybe meditation, breathing practices, yoga, these tools that help us to slow down and also become aware of what's happening in the mind, because sometimes we're just so unaware of our patterns on a daily basis that, until we slow down and start to be like, see the bigger picture, take ourselves out of that, circle or the, race that we're in, we won't realize that we are actually in a pattern that maybe is not very healthy for us, or that we can change and it would give us more energy. We would not feel so overwhelmed or stressed or anxious. And yeah, so I think it does take practice, and it takes some time to slow down. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and your weekend, and yeah, take care.